He lives like way east of Jesus in New Hampshire somewhere, like far away. But he vacations over at Hampton Beach. This is his second appearance here, and we're very excited to have him. Please put your hands together for Rick Lafayette.
So, my wife's birthday was a couple weeks ago, and I tried to avoid the type of disaster that I had last year for her birthday. Last year, I tried to get her a present that was both practical and decorative, and I got her a really nice, flowered, new ironing board cover. And she was pissed. I didn't understand why. And she said to me, I want something that's more personal, something that makes me feel wanted, it makes me feel younger. I thought, okay, so if I'm 19 years old, I'm trying to woo her, what would I do? And the first thing is, I wouldn't use a word like woo. But I'm thinking, okay, 19 years old, Generation Z, digital age, make her feel wanted, make her feel younger. I got it. So I sent her a dick pic. And she texted me back right away and said, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Now, I gotta admit, I didn't think it out, right? The angle was kind of weird, and it's probably a little more, say, relaxed than how they normally do it. So I sent her another one, and this one had a lot more, we'll call it, enthusiasm behind it. And she texted me back again and said, ew, how did you accomplish that? Now at this point, I'm getting aggravated. It's like, this isn't working, I'm out of my element, I shouldn't be doing this, I'm a comedian, I should stick to that. So I texted her back and said, ask your sister. So I want to talk to you a little bit about forbidden words. And the English language has about 1 million words in it. And there are a couple of them that are very sensitive. And everyone knows that if you're a white guy, there's a certain N-word that's off limits 100% of the time. They can use it, we cannot. That's the rules, no exceptions. There's also, if you're a guy, there's a certain C word that's forbidden. Especially if you ever want to get laid again. Right? If you use a C word on your wife or your girlfriend, it's like seeing your grandmother naked. You can't undo it. So I was wondering, is there any type of word that's... I didn't say it! I was wondering if there's any type of word that's kind of like a male equivalent to the C word. Now, guys are pretty resilient. You can call me an asshole, a jerk, a loser, a moron. It kind of bounces right off of me. But there is one word that kind of hits home with the same type of burn that the C word does to a woman. And you're probably wondering what that is. So if you think that I am so obnoxious, so arrogant, so despicable that you compare my personality to the tool used for vaginal irrigation, that's the one. So I've raised kids. I have a girl and 3 boys, and I try to set good examples for them. And I had simple goals. For my daughter, it was stay off the pole and don't be a I can't say it on stage. And for the boys, it was don't get anyone pregnant unless you plan on taking care of them, and don't be a douchebag. So I try to give them some examples along the way too of what makes up this type of person. And I have some examples for you. For example, if they use words like skedaddle, coinky-dink, redunculous, or anywho, there's probably some douchebaggery going on up inside here. If they wear dress shoes with no socks, but a scarf, douchebag. If you go on a date with a girl, or woman, and she orders a steak and a glass of wine, and you order a salad and a glass of water, and you calculate exactly 15% tip and round down for your half, douchebag. If you're walking through the grocery store wearing sunglasses and talking on your cell phone at full volume like the person's right next to you, you're a what? Hey, if you brag about how much you spent in cash for everything that you own, but you got a credit score under 600, again, there's some douchery going on in that person. Now, I've been I've been doing comedy for about 6 or 7 years now, and I've never once used an F-bomb on stage, and there's nothing wrong with it, it's just not my style. But keep in mind, that doesn't mean that the audience can't on this next one. So, if you're bald, but you have a ponytail, and you work for the DMV as a hearings examiner because you get off on the power that it gives you, you're a what? What kind of douchebag is this asshole? Alright folks, that's my